Hey everyone, this is David Brown with the migration update for April 9th, 2022 from the Braddock Bay Hawk Watch. In the morning, more and more cars kept pulling in and they completely filled the parking lots and people were having to park in the grass. And it turned out that it was some sort of Easter egg hunt and there were fire trucks and I guess the Easter Bunny was there. So just a really fun time for the kids this morning. Today was mostly cloudy with moderate westerly winds and overall felt pretty cooled, especially as the wind shifted slightly more northwest in the afternoon. We had some periods where it would brighten up a little bit and we'd get a flight, and then when the cloud cover was thicker, there were stretches where we weren't seeing anything. Here we have a female American kestrel that was hanging around the park and perching and also hunting throughout the day. Here's an immature bald eagle, and we had a pretty good bald eagle flight today with 20 migrants. Another nice surprise was a short-eared owl that was flying around over the bay in the morning. Here we have a bald eagle on the left and a red-tailed hawk that is flipped upside down on the right. And actually there were two red tails that were going after this bald eagle and fighting it a little bit. Here was a typical view of a red-tailed hawk today, high overhead and off to the side. And actually, the good flight in the morning with the turkey vultures and the red tails, they were all way out towards the lake, so not very good views today, unfortunately. Although later in the day, after the flight had slowed down, we were getting more birds directly overhead. Here we have a breeding plumage common loon migrating overhead. Here was the first purple finch for the season. Here we have an adult red-tailed hawk in a glide, and we see those classic field marks with the dark patagial bars, the belly band, and the adults have the dark trailing edge to the wing and a red tail. We had a group of 4 sandhill cranes, and they were actually in view for about a half hour or more as they kind of wandered around trying to figure out which way to go. Here's another adult red-tailed hawk, this time in a soar, and we see those same field marks with the dark patagial bars, belly band, dark trailing edge, and red tail. Here's a female American kestrel perched on top of one of the small trees. Here we have 4 immature bald eagles that were part of a group of 5 that migrated over together. And here's a closer look at an immature bald eagle. Here we have a common raven that was high overhead. So compared to crows, ravens just look a little longer winged. The head looks a little bigger. And you have this tail where the central tail feathers are a little bit longer, which gives it a bit of a wedge shape or a diamond shape to the tail. Here we have a dark morph rough-legged hawk, or a black beauty as we call them. And I believe this is an adult male because of the dark trailing edge to the wing and also the multiple tail bands. And it's usually the adult males that are the darkest of the dark, like this one. And for comparison, here's a light morph rough-legged hawk. If we take a look at the eBird checklist, we see we had 62 species today. And as always, I'll put a link to the checklist so you can check it out. All the totals and photos from the day. And if we look at the HawkCount report for our migrating raptor totals for today, we had 486 turkey vultures, 1 osprey, 20 bald eagles, 13 northern harriers, 20 sharp-shinned hawks, 9 Cooper's hawks, 4 red-shouldered hawks, 88 red-tailed hawks, 6 rough-legged hawks, and 6 American kestrels for a total of 653 migrants today. We had 3 new species for the season, which were purple finch, northern mockingbird, and short-eared owl. And taking a look at the forecast, tomorrow is looking windy. Cloudy and then partly cloudy with a few flurries or snow showers, high in the low to mid 40s, winds west-northwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour. So with that strong of wind from that direction, I wouldn't expect too much of a flight. Probably some turkey vultures migrating and maybe a small number of other things, but just going to be uncomfortably cold and difficult viewing conditions overall because of the strong winds. So tomorrow probably won't be the best day that we've had recently. Monday is looking overcast with a slight chance of a rain shower, high in the mid-50s, winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Could be an interesting day. There's a bit of a southerly element to the wind, kind of a warmer day as well. But the overcast skies and chance of a rain shower are working against us. So we'll keep an eye on Monday, but it could be light to moderate migration. And for Tuesday, intervals of clouds and sun, high in the low to mid 50s, winds west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. So that's looking like a fairly decent day, especially when the sun is shining. So I would expect moderate migration for Tuesday. All right, that's it for today. If you liked this video, please give it a like, and please subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any of these daily updates from the Braddock Bay Hawk Watch. This is David Brown. Thanks for watching.